Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Major HS Kalsi's Balnoy Academy. I am Saurav Sharma and I am chemistry faculty here at Balnoy Academy. In this session, we are going to practice some of the previous year questions of chemistry that are being asked in 2023 CDS examination. By practicing these questions, we will be focusing upon the approach to solve question, the level of difficulties of questions, and the mindset and the topics from which questions are being framed. Okay, so previous year questions for CDS written exam, chemistry part we are going to solve, and the questions are from the 2023 examination. First of all, we will be solving the first paper of 23. The question is, consider the following statement regarding burning of magnesium ribbon. Now, you will be surprised to know that magnesium ribbon, this question is there in class 10th book and chapter 1. And the first question of chapter 1 is, what are the changes when magnesium ribbon is burnt? And the second question is, why do we clean magnesium ribbon before burning into air, right? So the level of question is not that much higher, but yes, we have to revise it a lot. So the question is, what are the changes while burning magnesium ribbon? Let me give you a quick fun fact, you can say. फायर क्रैकर्स जो होते हैं, फायर क्रैकर्स में मैग्नीशियम हम लोग यूज करते हैं टू प्रोड्यूस स्पार्क. जैसे हम लोगों ने फुलझड़ी देखी होगी, उसमें जो स्पार्कल्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, दैट इज ड्यू टू मैग्नीशियम. इवन जब हम मैग्नीशियम रिबन बर्न करते हैं, जो ब्राइट लाइट प्रोड्यूस होती है, इट इज सिमिलर टू दैट ऑफ फायर क्रैकर्स. ओके, सो मैग्नीशियम रिबन, इससे हम लोग ये चीज पता लगा सकते हैं, द बर्निंग ऑफ मैग्नीशियम रिबन प्रोड्यूसेस हीट एंड लाइट. और लाइट तो इट इज डेजलिंग व्हाइट फ्लेम, यू कैन सी, राइट. वो व्हाइट फ्लेम को अगर हम डायरेक्ट नेक्ड आई से देखते हैं तो आपको काफी आई साइट जो है एक बार के लिए इट कैन डिस्टर्ब इट, राइट. सो हीट एंड लाइट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट. व्हाइट पाउडर ऑफ MgO इज ऑल्सो फॉर्म्ड, यस. जब हम लोग फुलझड़ी जलाते हैं, व्हाइट जो रेसिड्यू है, इट इज प्रोड्यूस्ड एट द एंड. सो यस, इट इज ड्यू टू मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड, व्हाइट पाउडर इज फॉर्म्ड. It is an example of combustion reaction. Each and every burning is a combustion reaction. So all the statements are correct. That is option number D is correct. 1, 2 and 3. All the statements are correct regarding the question. Okay. Let's move on towards the next question, which is again from the similar, which is again of the similar pattern. Which of the following statement with regard to the reaction given below are correct? Statement based question hai, right? There is a reaction. Reaction says that calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide and heat. So it is an exothermic reaction. मतलब अगर heat is produced at the product side, it is going to be exothermic, right? Quicklime. What is quicklime? CaO is quicklime. CaO is what? Quicklime. And the CaOH का whole twice, it is considered as slaked lime. Slaked lime. And it is used for whitewash. It is used for whitewashing the walls, right? Okay. So quicklime is used for whitewashing? No. Slaked lime actually is used for whitewashing. The solution of slaked lime is used for whitewashing. Yes, statement number 2 is correct. CaO reacts slowly with CO2? No. CaO do not react with CO2. Even the CaOH whole twice reacts with CO2 to form calcium carbonate. What actually happens is, when we apply whitewash to the wall, the whitewash, that is CaOH का whole twice, starts reacting with atmospheric carbon dioxide and it forms calcium carbonate. That is why usually after 2 to 3 days of whitewashing, the shiny finish is obtained. The reason is because it is slowly reacting with the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So yes, the third statement is also incorrect because everything other than CaO is correct. Like there is something which is going to react with CO2, but it is not CaO. It is CaOH whole twice. Calcium hydroxide called slaked lime is an inorganic compound. Yes, everything which is lacking carbon in it is inorganic. Everything which do not contain carbon is inorganic compound. So statement number 2 and 4 is correct. That is option number B is correct. Let's move on towards the next question, that is, which of the following statement, again statement based question, with regard to the heating of lead nitrate. What is lead nitrate? Lead nitrate is PbNO3 whole twice. And when you are heating it, it will decompose. It will decompose to form PbO plus NO2 plus O2. And NO2 is a gas with brown color. NO2 is a gas with a brown color. Only two oxides of nitrogen have color, NO2 and N2O3. It is blue in color. So only two oxides of nitrogen have color. So, okay, you can now read the options. Brown fumes of NO are released. So, since only two oxides of nitrogen have color, NO must be colorless. So, it is again, and NO is not produced even. NO जो है इस reaction में, it is not produced. So, NO अगर consider कर रहे हैं, तो it is like incorrect option. Colorless O2 gas is produced, yes. Oxygen gas is produced, and it is a colorless gas. It is an example of oxidation reaction. Every combustion is an oxidation reaction. But in this reaction, you are not actually heating it. You are only heating it. You are not burning it. So it is not an oxidation reaction. It is an example of thermal decomposition. Yes, oxidation nahi hai, but you are decomposing it. You are heating it and you are breaking it down. Then it must be a decomposition reaction. So it is an example of thermal decomposition used for the production of NO2 gas. Yes, NO2 gas is produced. So fourth statement is also correct, and the code is 2 and 4. So option D is correct because statement 2 and statement 4 both are correct. Okay. Let's move on towards the next question, and it is a simple one. But again, the question is, which one of the following is not an example? You have to focus on that not an example of oxidation reaction. So quickly, oxidation reactions are all combustion reactions are oxidation, all redox reactions are oxidation, spoiling of food, rancidity is oxidation, corrosion is oxidation. These are oxidation reactions. Okay. Rusting of iron, oxidation reaction hai. Opening of soda bottle, we'll wait for this to discuss. Rancidity, it is oxidation, combustion, it is oxidation. Now, opening of soda bottle is a physical change. यहाँ पे कोई chemical change हो ही नहीं रहा है, क्योंकि जो CO2 उसमें present थी, it is evolving out, क्योंकि आपने pressure release किया है उसका cap हटा के. So it is a physical process. ना oxidation है, ना reduction है, ना कोई chemical change है. So it is not an example of oxidation reaction. Okay. Let's move on towards the next question, which is on the fire extinguisher. And the question is, what is the chemical composition of soda acid type fire extinguisher? Soda acid type fire extinguisher contains two chemical substances. Number one is sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is often referred as baking soda. So yes, it is having baking soda. That is why the name itself contains soda. And second thing it contains is acid. And acid is H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, and by the name itself it is clear the soda acid must contain a soda and acidic substance. Acid is sulfuric acid and the soda is baking soda, that is NaHCO3, that is sodium bicarbonate. So the correct option would be solution of sodium hydrogen carbonate and sulfuric acid. Yes, it is correct. Let's check rest of the options. Solution of sodium carbonate, no. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3 and we are not including Na2CO3. Solution of carbon dioxide, no, carbon dioxide will be produced as a result because you need to extinguish fire, right? And the CO2 is known to extinguish fire, right? Solution of sodium chloride is NaCl, and NaCl is not going to produce carbon dioxide. So it is not the correct option. So correct option is baking soda and sulfuric acid, that is sodium bicarbonate, sodium hydrogen carbonate and sulfuric acid. Let's move on towards the next question, which simply states that consider the following statement. Again, statement based question. We have discussed 5 to 6 questions, out of which maximum are statement based questions, right? Consider the following statement. While diluting concentrated nitric acid solution, like there is a famous saying in Hindi, खरबूजा चाकू पे गिरे या चाकू खरबूजे पे गिरे, द थिंग इज सेम, बट इट इज नॉट सेम इन केमिस्ट्री. अगर आप एसिड को वाटर में ड्रॉप करते हैं और वाटर को एसिड में ड्रॉप करते हैं तो बोथ फिनोमेनास आर नॉट एग्जैक्टली सेम. एंड क्वेश्चन भी आपसे ये पूछ रहा है, आर यू गोइंग टू ऐड एसिड टू वाटर, एसिड टू वाटर और वाटर टू एसिड, विच वन इज करेक्ट? In terms of chemistry, acid to water is correct. What is the reason? Because water is having high specific heat. और अगर मैं इतना scientific ना जाऊं तो water is known to absorb heat. Water is known to absorb heat. So when acid will be diluted, heat will be produced. And if you are not going to absorb the heat, that acid may splash onto our body or onto our clothes and the surroundings, right? And it can cause acid burn. So, in order to be at the safer side, we dilute acids by adding it to water and drop by drop. So, what will happen? If in case it splashes, then the splashes will be of water because we are having water and we are only adding drop by drop acid, right? तो अगर in fact सर्दियाँ नहीं है तो water से we are not having any issue. So, on that note, you can add acid to water drop by drop. Okay. So, acid must be added to slowly to water. This option is correct. The concentration of H3O plus. Now, what do we mean by H3O plus ions? Actually, every acid releases H plus ion when added to water, and this H plus ion reacts with water to form H3O plus ion, that is hydronium ion. So yes, H3O plus ion increases. Reason being, you are adding it to water, and whenever acid is added to water, H plus ions increases, right? So option first. Volume, the concentration of H3O ions per unit volume. Now this option is incorrect. Why? Because we are talking about per unit volume. What is going to happen when you are talking about per unit volume? Like you can assume it as, suppose we are having sugar syrup, right? We are having sugar syrup, and if I am adding sugar syrup to the water, then what will happen? The sweet taste will decrease because the amount of water is increasing and the solute which is being dissolved is actually very small in amount, right? So what is going to happen? The per unit volume will decrease. So here as well, concentration of H plus ions per unit volume will not increase, it will decrease. अगर per unit volume नहीं होता तो statement was correct, but per unit volume है तो it should have decreased, क्योंकि आप dilute कर रहे हैं. Dilute का मतलब ही होता है decrease करेंगे आप H plus ions, right? तो first statement incorrect हो गया क्योंकि per unit volume है. So the correct option is only 3. That is option number C, 3 only, right? Okay. Next question that we are having is a pH level question. Like you have to answer you have to check the pH of following substances and you have to answer accordingly. So we are having 4 substances. Coffee. Let me write the pH of each and every substance. Coffee. The pH of coffee is around 5. The pH of coffee is around 5. Okay. Lemon juice. The pH of lemon juice or citric acid is around 3 to 3.5. Milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia, that is MgOH whole twice. The pH of milk of magnesia is 10.5, sharp 10.5. And blood. Human blood. When they are talking about human blood. Like it is not specified human blood, but yes, they are talking about human blood. And the pH of human blood is sharply 7.4, not less than it, not more than it. So you have to arrange them in increasing order. So least pH is of lemon juice, so lemon juice. Then we will add coffee. Then there is blood, and then the highest pH is of milk of magnesia. So correct option you have to check. Lemon, then coffee, then blood, and then milk of magnesia. Option D is correct. So pH values भी हमको लर्न करनी होती हैं क्योंकि pH values पे भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. Exact pH भी अगर याद नहीं है तो you have to be specific of the range कि around coffee का pH क्या होगा, around lemon का pH क्या होगा. Okay. Let's move on towards the next question, which is about anodizing process. Anodizing process क्या होता है? You have to take any substance at the anode, and what we need to do is we need to add some of the oxides in order to prevent. We have to add some of the oxides in order to prevent corrosion. In order to prevent corrosion. Now, what happens in this process is we have to take any metal like aluminium at the cathode, and we have to add some of the oxides over it in order to prevent it from corrosion. Like a layer of oxide will be like layered over the metal, right? It makes aluminium corrosion resistant. Yes, हम करते ही इसीलिए हैं. अच्छा, the question is not true. Again, the question is about not true. So it is a correct statement. Corrosion resistant, we have to make aluminium, right? Metals like aluminium, titanium, and magnesium can be anodized. Yes, aluminium is specifically anodized. Baki, you can anodize titanium as well, magnesium as well, because they are highly reactive metals. Clean aluminium article is taken at the anode. No, no, no. You have to anodize it. Means you have to take it as at cathode, and you have to add something from the anode. That is why the process is named as anodizing, because you are adding something from the anode over the cathode. So aluminium must be taken as cathode. So this statement is incorrect. And the last statement is it is used in the aircraft industry. Yes, because aluminium is a major component in the aircraft preparation, and aluminium is used after anodizing. So aircraft industry, yes, we use anodizing a lot, and this statement is also correct. So the incorrect statement that was required is option C. Let's move on towards the next question. That is about naphthalene balls. Naphthalene is nothing but kapoor in Hindi. Naphthalene burns with a camphor is also kapoor. Naphthalene, camphor, they are same. Naphthalene burns with a yellow sooty flame. This is because carbon hydrogen ratio, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. There is no effect of carbon hydrogen ratio. There is excess supply of oxygen. Excess supply of oxygen जब भी होगी तो blue flames बनेंगी. It means it is also incorrect. Of presence of impurities of nitrogen and sulfur, impurities से भी color of flame का बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Specifically when we are talking about yellow and blue flames. There is incomplete combustion. Every incomplete combustion produces yellow flame. So the correct option is option B. Blue flames are produced when the supply of oxygen is sufficient, and when oxygen supply is not sufficient, then yellow flames are produced. Okay. Let's move on towards which of the following statement are true for the reaction of Fe2O3 with aluminium. This is again thermite reaction. This is again thermite reaction, right? Thermite reaction. And thermite reaction is a case study, you can say. Thermite reaction. It is known as thermite reaction. This statement is correct. The heat evolved in this reaction is used for welding purpose. Yes, that is why it is also named as thermite welding. Next is aluminium metal act as oxidizing agent. No, aluminium metal behave as reducing agent. In the reaction Fe2O3 reacting with aluminium, resulting in the formation of Al2O3 and iron, what you can see is the aluminium is behaving as reducing agent. It is behaving as reducing agent, right? Okay, so this statement is incorrect. Molten Fe and Al, no, not Al, only Fe in molten state is produced, right? So option number 1 and 2 are correct. Is there any code? Yes, option A, that is statement first and second are correct. Let's move on towards the CDS second paper of 2023 for the chemistry examination. Question is, which among the following is not correct symbol or the correct symbol? Are the correct symbol for the elements gold, tin and lead? The symbol for gold is Au. For the tin, it is Sn. And for lead, it is Pb. So the correct symbol for gold, tin and lead are Au, Sn and Pb. Au, Sn and Pb. Option number C is correct. Au, Sn and Pb. Option number C is correct. So आपको elements at least symbols के साथ पता होने चाहिए. We will discuss it. Which among the following method is used? Which among the following method is used to separate the constituents present in the compound? Like compound is what? Compound is suppose glucose C6H12O6. Now you need to separate carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So it can only be done by chemical method. Decomposition followed by ion exchange, fractional distillation, heating method and electrochemical method. So it is only possible by electrochemical method. Heating will not result in anything. हीटिंग से आप सॉलिड को लिक्विड, लिक्विड से गैस कर सकते हो, बट यू कैन नॉट लाइक डिसोसिएट द एलिमेंट्स in the, like you cannot dissociate compound into its elements, right? Fractional distillation is used to separate mixtures like ethanol, water, ethanol, methanol. Mixtures you can separate, but you cannot separate a compound into its elemental form, right? Decomposition followed by ion exchange. You can decompose anything, like suppose calcium carbonate will decompose into CaO and CO2, but it is not necessary there will be ion exchange. Ions अगर बने ही नहीं तो आयन एक्सचेंज करके भी, और आप आयन एक्सचेंज अगर कर भी लेंगे तो आयन एक्सचेंज होके भी जो बनेगा इट विल बी कंपाउंड. सो यू कैन नॉट फॉर्म एनी स्पेसिफिक, यू कैन से द एलिमेंट्स, राइट? एलिमेंट्स सिर्फ और सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड ही कर सकता है, राइट? केमिकल मेथड से ही कर सकते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज इलेक्ट्रोकेमिकल मेथड में आप लोग इलेक्ट्रोलाइसिस भी लिख सकते थे, राइट? ओके, ड्यूरिंग व्हाइट वॉशिंग ऑफ वॉल्स, slaked lime slowly react with carbon dioxide in the air to form thin layer of calcium carbonate on the walls. Which of the following reaction is correct? So they are talking about slaked lime, and slaked lime is CaOH whole twice, right? And it is reacting with what? Oxygen, CO2. So CaOH का whole twice reacting with CO2 to form calcium carbonate and water. Option number C is correct. So it is a direct reaction based question. If you know it, you can easily do it. Next question is again for thermite reaction, I guess. No, it is a balancing equation type question. Okay. So you have to balance the chemical equation, and the chemical equation that is provided is Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2, right? You have to balance this reaction. How to balance this reaction? You have to first check whether the number of elements at LHS and RHS are same or not. Like we are having 3 iron at the RHS, so you can add 3 at the LHS. Now, how many hydrogens, how many oxygens do we have at the RHS? We are having 4, so you can write 4 at the place of oxygen. Now, how many hydrogens do we have? 8, so you can multiply it with 4, so it will become 8. Now cross check it. Irons at LHS 3, 3 Fe. How many hydrogens? 8, 8. How many oxygens? 4, 4. The reaction is balanced. 3 Fe plus 4 H2O. 3 Fe plus 4 H2O. Fe3O4 plus 4 H2. This option number C is correct. The other way to check such question is you have to check whether LHS and RHS contain same number of atoms or not. It is the only equation in which LHS and RHS contain same number of atoms for each element. Like 3 Fe, 3 Fe, 8 hydrogen, 4 oxygen, and you can easily take it, right? So अगर आपको balancing equation नहीं भी आती, you can do it. Next is a question based on chemical changes. In which one of the following cases do both chemical and physical changes takes place? The change of physical state is a physical change. The change of chemical substance like chemical formula like H2O is changing into H2O2, or H2O is changing into suppose H2 and O2, then it is a chemical change, right? So chemical formula change hota hai to chemical change, and in case physical state change hoti hai to it is a physical change. In which one of the following cases do both physical and chemical changes takes place? First, burning of candle. Burning of candle में candle wax जो है वो melt भी होता है. कैंडल वैक्स मेल्ट होता है मतलब सॉलिड इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू लिक्विड, मींस यहाँ पे फिजिकल चेंज तो है. देन बर्निंग, किसी भी चीज का कंबशन, इफ यू आर परफॉर्मिंग कंबशन ऑफ एनी सब्सटेंस देन इट इज अ केमिकल चेंज. तो फिजिकल केमिकल दोनों है. तो मैं आपको ये समझा देता हूँ बाकी चेंजेस बाकी ऑप्शंस में क्या है. फ्रीजिंग, फ्रीजिंग का मतलब हो गया यू आर गोइंग फ्रॉम लिक्विड टू सॉलिड, यानी इट इज ओनली अ फिजिकल चेंज. कुकिंग ऑफ फूड, कुकिंग ऑफ फूड is always a chemical change. Rusting of iron, it is always a chemical change. But both physical and chemical, only option first is correct, right? Option A is correct. Next is a question based on allotropes. A question based on allotropes we are having. Which one of the following statement is correct about diamond? Now question है कि correct कौन सा है. देखो कभी कभी incorrect भी पूछता है वो, not correct भी पूछता है. This time question is asking about correct statement, right? Diamond and graphite have similar physical and chemical properties. डायमंड और ग्रेफाइट जो है वो सिमिलर फिजिकल एंड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज कंटेन करते हैं। ये एब्सोल्युटली इनकरेक्ट है क्योंकि फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरेंट होती है। डायमंड को आप यूज करते हैं टू ड्रिल थ्रू द माउंटेन, राइट, रॉक ड्रिलर्स में यूज करते हैं, और ग्रेफाइट पेंसिल की लेड में होता है, आप हाथ से तोड़ सकते हैं। तो फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज करेक्ट है क्या? ये नहीं है, सेम नहीं होती है। डायमंड इज हार्ड बट ग्रेफाइट इज सॉफ्ट एंड स्लिपरी, ये फिर भी सही है। डायमंड एंड ग्रेफाइट दे बोथ आर नॉन कंडक्टर्स, नो, ग्रेफाइट कंडक्ट करता है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को। बोथ डायमंड एंड ग्रेफाइट हैव सिमिलर स्ट्रक्चर, नहीं, ग्रेफाइट में sp2 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन होती है तो डायमंड में sp3 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन होती है, राइट। सो द ओनली करेक्ट ऑप्शन दैट वी आर हैविंग इज ऑप्शन नंबर बी। ओके, नेक्स्ट, which one of the following substance is a compound? Which of one of the following substance is a compound? Compound means which is made up of same type of particles. Like air, air में तो क्या क्या होगा? हाइड्रोजन भी होगी, नाइट्रोजन, क्लोरीन, CO2, H2O वेपर्स एंड सो ऑन। तो एटमॉस्फेयर या एयर, एयर में तो बहुत सारी चीजें हो सकती हैं, तो ये तो मिक्सचर है, कंपाउंड नहीं है। मिल्क, मिल्क में क्या होता है? फैट होता है, प्रोटीन होता है। फैट कैसे? मिल्क के अंदर आप देखते हैं कि मलाई आती है, मलाई से मक्खन, मक्खन से घी, इसका मतलब वो फैटी तो है तो मिल्क में भी फैटी। फिर प्रोटीन, प्रोटीन होता है। थोड़े बहुत शुगर्स होते हैं जिससे दूध हल्का सा मीठा लगता है। लैक्टिक एसिड जिसकी वजह से दूध खट्टा भी लगता है। तो इसमें तो बहुत सारे कंपाउंड्स हो गए। फिर वाटर, दूध में आप पानी मिलाओ चाहे मत मिलाओ, पानी थोड़ा बहुत तो होगा ही सॉल्वेंट की तरह। और टी, टी में भी बहुत सारी चीजें होती है, जैसे वन ऑफ विच इज निकोटीन, और भी बहुत सारी चीजें होती होंगी उसमें। तो टी इज ऑल्सो ए मिक्सचर। सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज, मिल्क है टी में, मिल्क है तो ये सारी चीजें हैं टी में। टी लीव्स भी अगर आप प्योरली बोलेंगे तो उसमें भी बहुत सारे सब्सटेंसेस होंगे। शुगर, लेकिन शुगर इज कंसिडर्ड एज सुक्रोज इन केमिस्ट्री। शुगर इज C12H22O11। शुगर में तो सिर्फ यही कंपाउंड है और कोई कंपाउंड है ही नहीं, मतलब शुगर इज स्पेसिफिकली अ कंपाउंड, राइट। कंपाउंड का मतलब होता है ग्रुप ऑफ एटम्स, सेम और डिफरेंट एटम्स, बट इट इज ओनली लाइक कि पार्टिकल सेम होने चाहिए। जैसे अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ मिल्क की, तो मिल्क में ये भी फैट भी एक कंपाउंड है, प्रोटीन भी एक कंपाउंड है, पर इन मिल्क 2 or more than 2 compounds are there. It is a mixture now. It is a mixture now, right? Okay. Next question is from periodic table. How many naturally occurring elements are there? There are total 118 elements. Out of those 118 elements, 94 elements are regarded as natural. They are regarded as natural, and the remaining 24 elements are regarded as artificial or human made, right? So these are artificial or human made. So 94, they are talking about naturally occurring, that is 94 elements are naturally occurring. Next is which of the following statement regarding acid is not correct. Not correct पूछ रहा है, कैसा पूछ रहा है आपसे? Not correct. Hydrochloric acid is present in the gastric juice secreted by the stomach. Yes, ये तो करेक्ट है। नॉट करेक्ट पूछ रहे हैं, नॉट करेक्ट। एसिटिक एसिड इज द मेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ विनेगर। ट्रू, विनेगर में एसिटिक एसिड होता है। ऑक्सैलिक एसिड इज फाउंड इन टैमरिंड। इनकरेक्ट, ऑक्सैलिक एसिड टोमेटो में होता है। ऑक्सैलिक एसिड कहाँ होता है? टोमेटो में। इसके अलावा ऑक्सैलिक एसिड कहाँ होता है? गुआवा में। और टैमरिंड में एसिड कौन सा होता है? टैमरिंड में एसिड होता है टार्ट्रिक एसिड। टार्ट्रिक एसिड, राइट। सो ये स्टेटमेंट इनकरेक्ट हो गया। नेक्स्ट, लेमन एंड ऑरेंज कंटेन सिट्रिक एसिड। लेमन में सिट्रिक एसिड होता है और ऑरेंज में भी सिट्रिक एसिड होता है वैसे तो, बट विटामिन सी का नेम होता है स्कॉर्बिक एसिड, तो स्कॉर्बिक एसिड भी है ही सही। इट इज, दिस स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट। इनकरेक्ट इज सी, सो यू हैव टू टेक सी। व्हाई यू हैव टू टेक सी? रीजन बीइंग द इनकरेक्ट ऑप्शन वाज टू बी मार्क्ड, राइट। ओके, we have reached the end of the document. It means we have done the questions of chemistry that were there in your CDS examination of 2023, first and second paper both. The highlighting points from this paper is, again, the questions are getting repeated. You have seen thermite reaction many a times. You have seen the acid base questions many a times. Some of the questions are very specific to the point and very easy, like you have to balance the reaction. You have to check how many moles are there. You have to check whether the reaction is balanced or not. and more things that are being asked by the examiner is the general science, the general knowledge, that is the stomach containing which acid, or the component present in the cement, or the manures or fertilizer based questions, soap and detergent based questions. These are the type of questions that are being framed very frequently, right? So I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thank you so much for attending this session. Keep practicing, keep practicing, because it is the only key to get success in chemistry. Keep shining, keep smiling. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.